Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Morning Woods podcast. First of all, if you haven't already, go down at the bottom of the screen, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you get notified every time we put out a podcast, a sketch, or a new vlog. Today, joining me on the podcast is my good friend Ian Miller, all the way from Columbus. What's up, buddy?
What's up? How's it going?
Dude, it's going well. First of all, I love your shirt.
Thank you very much.
Backpack B. I hit you with the Backpack B earlier, and you were like, what kind of combo code is that? You were like, is that a number 6 at McDonald's? And I was like, no, that's actually Scorpion.
Get over here.
I don't know what the move is called, but it's get over here.
Yeah, it's what
a
he
universal
says.
term.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's going on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, who was your favorite Mortal Kombat character?
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Freezing bitches' hearts. Out here.
Exactly. My brother was a big Scorpion guy, so
Okay.
I had to be Sub-Zero as like the job of a little brother to just be the like slightly less cool version of whatever your brother wants to be. So
Yeah.
that was what I did.
For sure, bro. Dude, did you watch the movie Mortal Kombat also?
Yeah, I watched the movie Mortal Kombat, and then I watched the second one, which is really, really bad.
Unless you're a fan, which I am. And I kind of like
No,
the
I
part where Goro falls off the cliff and it was like bad CG. and-
Yes, like
Yeah.
I like the movie, but like my mom was a nurse when I was a kid. Still is a nurse. Shout out my mom. But because of that, she had to work a lot of holidays and like my dad by himself took us to see Mortal Kombat 2 on Thanksgiving.
So you had a good dad.
Yeah, yeah. Me and my dad just like, hey, for Thanksgiving we're not having a turkey, but I will take you to see Mortal Kombat 2.
Yes, dude.
So that's what I did. It
Yeah,
was a good
dragons
time.
over turkeys all day.
Dude, every goddamn day. That's the one where they just like both like at the end, Liu Kang just turns into a werewolf and fights a guy. It's pretty
Dude,
sick.
Pretty sick. Dude.
Johnny Cage dies in the first 10 seconds. You're just like, God damn
I
it.
was a little upset because he has my name, and I was like, "Where's his legacy? Like, can we get a prequel?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Let's take a left turn." But yeah, that definitely sucked. But that was a great film, dude. They don't make movies like that anymore. Like, I mean, people say that it's like an overused term. Like, they don't make it like that, but it was actually like it was like not an idea, but just a way that people thought back then was different. So I think that's how media was portrayed, right? We were just thinking differently. So maybe that's why it's hard to connect with those.
Yeah, it was truly like a simpler time. Like
Yeah.
that's the way that I think about it.
Even just 20 years ago.
Yeah. Like before that, like Mortal Kombat at like a minute was like the most violence a 7-year-old would see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Real
now there's just like snuff videos on the internet.
Dude, I see murder on TikTok, or not TikTok, but like Facebook and Instagram all the time.
Yeah.
It'll just be 9 a.m. Like, here's a shooting. What do you?
like
don't-
here's
I don't think I want to.
yeah. Dude, I got a paid ad for the Citizen app on my TikTok, and I literally just opened up a TikTok and it was just like, here's all the terrible shit that's happened in Columbus today. And I was just like, I didn't need that. I didn't need that at all. And one of them was just like, the cops killed a guy.
Maybe
like
you did
south
need
of
it,
Maine.
though, right?
Like maybe.
Hey, maybe you guys are a little bit too focused on other things up there. You need to worry about
We
the
need to
crime rate. dude.
Keep an eye on it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
You're like,
yeah.
is there a mic tonight? I don't know. Someone was murdered next door. to your
someone's
house.
there's a dead guy here.
There's a dead
You
guy
gotta
at the mic.
Yeah, no, that's there's like I used to say that like you weren't a like true Colombian like unless you had a homeless person that you knew on a regular basis and always gave money to.
Oh, for
like
sure,
like
bro.
if you didn't adopt your own homeless person, fuck out of here. Like
Yeah.
you're either just a shit person or you haven't been in Columbus long enough.
Yeah. You got to stay there a little bit longer, and then you get to hang out with.
Like you're a
The
homeless guy.
you're
Yeah.
homeless.
And it's your job to make sure that like it doesn't cause any ruckus. You know what I mean?
We should start an organization where we help people adopt a homeless.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know?
I think that like yeah. I mean, if you think about it, they need it more than the highways do.
They do, bro.
Like-
and that's a valid point.
Like, yeah, people
They need so much more.
like you know.
People
that's
been
what I'm at.
adopting highways for years, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody's adopting old Billy, the fucking war vet, bro.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? This guy's gonna put a fucking tire on his neck,
Yeah.
and jerk off in the street, or hang himself. I mean, either way, you don't want that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Keep ties away from homeless people is half
Old
the job.
Billy, yeah. Cut ties with homeless people. That's what he said.
That's not what I said. That is not.
No, he
Don't
said
clip
you could
that.
own one. He
Here's
said
the thing.
he'd like to basically.
If you think about it, we should be able to buy homeless people.
Yeah, how many can I get in my backyard?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, no. No.
There has to be an age limit, though. I don't think you can't buy homeless children. I don't think that's fair.
No. I think I am not. Look at me.
Wait.
I'm not pro buying homeless people.
Wait, are you sure?
I think you should be able to think we should all just take care of a homeless person.
Dylan, post the memo up on the screen that he sent me. I'm gonna do the entire Venn diagram.
My homeless person buying homeless people scheme.
Yeah. Oh, it's a scheme now.
It's a scheme.
Earlier it was a business investment. Earlier it was, do you have $100,000?
You have 100K.
Now it's a scheme.
Once this gets off the ground.
Yeah. As soon as it's always like, this is the last time, I promise.
Yeah, no,
Right?
yeah.
We're gonna make this happen.
Dude, that's how Netflix did it.
Yeah, that's true though. They're still doing it. They're trucking along.
Yeah. No, that's a whole thing that I was like, you ever go down one of those wormholes where you just start reading about something and then it's like, oh, the entire, like you spend 4 hours reading about it and then hate the world when you're done.
Everyone's connected, but in a negative way.
Yeah, that's how it was. I was reading about like Netflix and Uber, and they were just like, no, they had so much money as like backing investment that they were able to just run at like a deficit for like 10 years until everyone was dependent upon their service, and then they were able to jack up the prices because taxis don't exist anymore.
Oh wow, that's pretty much how all industries created, right?
Yeah, disruption.
Yeah,
that's like the disruption style. And it's just like, God damn it.
They'll do it with fossil fuel in the next 10 years.
Hopefully we'll be done with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're going to, yeah, but some people are going to be affected by it, right? There's going to be people who, like, obviously it's not going to be good for them if the things change, but then for the future, it's going to be better, and it's going to create new infrastructure and new industry. So, right, we have to have that in order to survive and
to move forward.
To keep growing. We have to have it. It's inevitable, but a lot of people are going to get hurt by it too.
Yeah.
And that's just part of it. You have to have that disruption in society. I'm glad we can make such a woke point just now, if you will.
Yeah.
Even though we've been talking shit for 5 minutes.
There's
Welcome to
like,
the podcast.
Yeah, why are these two? If you're getting your life advice from us, fucking don't.
This is not the spot. Not the place. Don't do that. Just just come here for the bullshit, because that's what this is. We're just having a good time, you know. I was telling you that earlier. Like I use this as like a way to like just hang out with people that I like, because I don't always get to talk to like-minded people.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just as a comic, you know that it's like few and far between, and the crazies understand each other. So it's like, this is just one of those things where I get to have fun and I produce my own show, so I fucking get to just have fun, bro.
No, when I was producing comedy shows, there was like this big thing. So for those of you that don't know, I'm from Columbus. Columbus is like huge with drama, especially with comics.
No. Columbus?
Never.
Nah.
We would not.
Never heard of it.
But there was a time in which people were like, there was this like post that got almost like 10,000 responses to it in a Columbus comedy group that was just like, people need to start booking other people. They're just booking their friends, like blah, 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 blah. The same 10 people keep getting booked. And I like took that to heart. And then like I like was very, just book in everybody, every human being that had ever told jokes.
Is that a good idea?
No, for like 4 months. And then I was like, hey.
You burned the scene down?
Yeah, I was like, hey, just a heads up, I'm going to go ahead and fucking only book my friends again.
Yeah,
I'm only going to.
Well, here's the thing with your friends. When you're a comic, you and you're good and you get bookings, you only hang out with other people who are like-minded and get bookings. And it's like, you're funny, so I hang out with you because we're going to work together.
Yeah.
Right? So it makes sense. It's like, just because we both have a passion for comedy, if you're not fucking funny and you're just a weirdo who does open mics, I want to hang out with you on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I don't want to do shows with you because shows are a hang. Yeah. I'm only on stage for a little bit. It's mostly a hang.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Exactly.
So it should be people you like. You want to work with people you like. Fuck that group.
Yeah, no, for sure. And also, there's a big thing to like in part of being a good comic, in my opinion, is being likable. Yeah. Like, it's the only way you're gonna get anywhere. Like, and these people that are just like, I'm like, like I'm a terrible person to hang out with. I'm a bad hang, but like they think they're so funny that they deserve the opportunity anyways. It's just like, hey, maybe be likable. Like, and that's gonna help you cultivate an audience. That's gonna help you like with networking. It's like there's a lot of people that just like, oof, it's tough to like be your friend. Like it's hard to like hang out with you for extended periods of time, and I'm okay with just like not doing that and not hanging out with those people. Yeah,
man. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna sit here and be like the dating scene doesn't have any drama, and don't think that we're all like best buds here either. Anybody who's looking in from the outside, because we're not.
Oh, dude, as a Columbus comic, that is the like, and it's one of the things we say is like everybody from Dayton is this, like super nice. Everybody from the Dayton scene is just like the nicest people.
Because we're all trying to get out, so we're all going to the other scenes, just begging for mercy.
Just like, hey, we're here. Don't forget about Dayton.
Don't forget about Dayton. We love you.
Yeah.
Love you, sis.
But like every time I come down to Wiley's, there's always comics hanging out. You guys are always super cool. Like,
Yeah, no,
I'm a big
it's not
Dayton
that
guy.
we. I don't know. It's not that like we're not cool. There's like, but there's definitely politics too, dude. Like, don't think that we don't have our own bullshit internally between us. There's stuff going on here too. But so don't feel so bad, even if people in Chicago or
people in Chicago are
reading your
like,
fucking
hey,
group text about.
maybe get the Columbus scene back together. Like maybe you guys are an embarrassment. No, but I will say that was like pre-COVID and
Yeah.
during COVID, and I think post-COVID, the Columbus scene is like one of the least drama-filled it's ever been. So shout out you guys.
So I should come do some mics then.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, do it.
Bring my
Do
A
it.
shit.
yeah,
Be
yeah.
careful.
Or bring your like F shit and just like make everybody super pissed again.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need some drama. We need to stir up some drama.
So I need to go up there and get those guys fired up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's a good idea.
I did see fuck, what was it? There was like a post from because I'm part of like the Dayton stand-up comedy group for sure. And there was a post that was like, hey, quit being fucking terrible at this open mic before this open mic stops letting us tell jokes there.
Yeah, dude. Well, we had 2 of them do it within like a month.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it like broke our. I mean, if let's say we have a show every night, and that's 2 out of the 5 shows we get to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's
It's 40%.
40%. So that's 10 more minutes you're not on stage. So it kind of hurts. So I think everybody's. We're trying to be more hands-on with the younger comics too. I think people are like bringing them on the road, bringing people to the studio, let them hang out. Like, just I think doing that and like grooming people and like you said, making friends with the people that you like and creating the scene from within. That's the only thing that's going to make it better and make the shows better and make more people come out and fill the clubs and get the managers to rebook us and understand that we're serious about this business is we just got to like make it better from within.
Like you made a fantastic point, but someone's just going to clip you saying that you think it's a good idea to start grooming people. and that's the only thing that they're going to take away. And they're just be like, yeesh, maybe we don't go to Dayton, you know?
Yeah, we got to start grooming younger comics.
Like that's Johnny Woods 2022.
Quote me on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's important to like grab those people and be like, hey, dude, or chick or whatever, or they or person, whatever. That's a good joke, but if you use this here at the end, or if you cut a little bit of that fat off, I really like that more as a punch rather than an idea for the next setup for the next bit. It's actually a punchline and like just help them structure it a little bit. It's like don't write their whole set, but
well, we have the interruption mic now in Columbus that Dan and I run. And if you're watching this and in Columbus or want to come to our interruption mic, you should. It's Tuesdays at Bossy Girl. What we do there is like Dan and I are on stage with microphones the entire time while you tell your jokes, and then we just interrupt you. And like, or at the end of your jokes, we'll like tag them for you, or we'll like help you with the construct of your joke. And it's like really good. Like I've had people come to me, we were talking about Shayna earlier, not like on air, now that I say that.
You're talking bad about
yeah,
your
we
girl.
were shit talking Shayna earlier. And no, but she's got jokes that, she uses that have been worked on at the interruption mic, and tons of comics have given us good things. But also like it's another opportunity for like if you don't want to do your typical 5 minutes that night, it's like you can come on and it's Dan and myself. And if you want to just like practice being a normal human being on a podcast, like you can do that too. Yeah. And that's cool. And it's like it's really because you're right that without older comics to help new comics are going to suck. And they're going to keep sucking.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I sucked for a long time until people started giving me advice and really it was fucking hard to crack them. You had to, you got to come around a lot and make a good impression. And then eventually one day, maybe. So like, I like make a point to like give, if compliments are due, to give people their flowers, bro, because we got to give these people confidence boost. And I don't know.
Yes, I agree with that.
If they're good.
And that's what I was going to say. This is my like hot take is too many people say good set or open mics.
Sure.
Like
I did it last night to someone and I felt bad after because and it was a real show actually.
Oof.
And
I hope they're probably watching this.
I was more glad to see him.
Oh man. So I have that. We call those, me and my roommate, we call those people patio people, where it's like I love when they show up to open mics, but like I want to hang out with them on the patio. I don't want them going before me. You know what I mean? I don't want them killing that fucking cloud.
Vibe,
yeah.
No, that can be a blessing and a curse. I think there's always the argument for can you carry the momentum of that next comic who does really well? Because that's easy to do that. Some people when they first start, they don't get it. They don't get that that's actually how it's done.
Yeah.
You just got to grab it by the reins, what they just did, and just fucking and go. But some people get intimidated by that. I get it. But like on the opposite spectrum, it can be really fucking hard to dig yourself out of some weirdo who doesn't really have a fully formed thought.
Dude, can I tell you? So I have only truly bombed at the Funny Bone one time, and it was like
a guest set before you or the host
2 weeks ago. It was just like the showcase, the best of Columbus showcase. Yeah. So there was like 5 of us were pre-booked on the show to make it not bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that they had 5 killers on the show that were booked, so that like no matter what showed up for like the open mic portion, we were gonna have a good show. And they were me, Dan, Joel Good, Bill Arundel, Bobby Dodds, and Henry Allen was closing it out. Fucking killers.
Kenny Mock books that, right?
Kenny Mock and Henry Allen share booking it. They alternate weeks.
I just met Kenny at Wiley's. He's such a cool guy, by the way. So shout out to Kenny if he's watching.
Oh, dude, shout out to Kenny. I'll have to tell you the funniest Kenny story of all time.
Very cool guy.
After I tell this story.
Okay.
But have you seen Bobby Dodds tell jokes?
I've not met him, no.
Oh my God. Bobby Dodds is one of like the funniest human beings I've ever met in my entire life. Like so fucking funny. Speaking of Kenny Mock, Bobby Dodds, and Jason Banks, those 3 do the Comedians on South High podcast. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Everybody, just like, it's fantastic.
Okay.
It is truly hilarious. But that's like the caliber of comedian he is hanging out with those 2. But he goes up and he murders. And then there is this girl, and it's her first time telling jokes after Bobby, before me. And she eats total shit. And there was nothing I could do to bring that crowd back. And I was furious because it was late. Like, I want to say Bobby was 10. Bobby was 11. She was 12. I was 13. It was late in the show, and Bobby may have taken every laugh out of that building with him when he left. And it was like,
that's the thing. Damn. If he murders that hard and then she bombs that hard, I mean, the fucking ride's over.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then
they're grieving.
Yeah,
for her.
Literally
grieving for her.
Yeah,
you know how that is. You have that empathy for people when they really suck.
Yeah, no, and I'm like in the on deck circle, just having a fucking panic attack. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God,
I gotta fucking follow.
Oh yeah,
she might as well have cried in front of everyone. Yeah. It would have been the same thing if she had just pulled her tits out, cried, stabbed an audience member. There was nothing you could do.
No,
it's the same reaction after that.
It was terrible. And there were like 2 times where I've ever just been like riding, like sitting in the on deck circle, just like, oh, this person's eating shit so hard it's freaking me out. Like
you can't even grab anything they say and try to recover that even.
Exactly,
because that can help sometimes if they fumble a joke and you like go up and say it how they should have said it. Or your take on what it is that, you know what I mean? You can kind of be like, oh, that doesn't make sense. But if you would have said this.
The other time was at Wiley's, and I've told the story so many times before, but not into a microphone. It was during the fireworks contest. It was my first time ever doing the fireworks contest.
What year was it?
2013?
Oh shit. You've been doing comedy for a long time.
No, it would have been 7 years ago. So
2015.
2015, yeah. Nice. Yeah, 2015, 2016. Could have been 2016.
It was your first year?
Yeah. No, it was when I was at 1 year, so it was 7 years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2015. Dude, fuck, I wish I could remember his name. Used to be a Dayton comic, doesn't tell jokes anymore. I'm going to say this, and, you know, because we don't got to name names, but he was a redhead with did a ton of blow.
Okay. Bill Burr.
No. And was like pretty insane. And so he's like 2 and I'm 3. So the host goes up, does like host stuff. First person goes up, only goes okay. And then he goes up, and his first like 2 minutes of jokes is him he's just like, hey, is it anybody here's birthday? And everyone's like, no. And then he's like, okay, anybody birthday this week? And everyone's like, fucking no. He's like, okay, anybody's birthday this month? And one guy, at this point, the crowd's dead. Like, everyone's just like, this is so fucking awkward. One guy finally just like, it's me. And like, it's a black guy. And then he's like, cool, I got a present for you. And then he walks over off the stage, grabs a wrapped present, walks back to the other side of the stage, hands it to like, it's Wiley's, not a lot of black guys regularly. hands it to the one black guy in the audience. And he's like, open it. And he opens it up and it's a Malcolm X autobiography.
What the fuck?
And it was like the most awkward. And then he like bombs for the next like 3.5 minutes. And then I go up on stage and my first words are just like, give it up for your last comic so he doesn't come back to this room with a gun. And that was just like, got everybody back on to just being like, that was exactly the right thing to say to make this fucking super weird.
Yes.
Like every time he would tell a joke, he would like do this, like wiggle his shoulders and then snap. It was absolutely crazy. It was so fucking insane.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was wild.
That sounds fun though. In a weird way, at the time, you were like, "This has got my heart racing."
Well, that's the thing. Imagine you're just like 10 months into telling jokes, and you're fucking sitting in the like on deck circle, and it's Wiley's firework contest. They bring you up like you're a stripper,
and it's probably sold out if it's fireworks is always sold out.
Yes, it was sold out, and then it was like being brought up by. So there's no host, there's no buffer between you and this insanity. It's just like a voice of God just being like, "Give it up for this crazy bastard." Up next, Ian Miller, and then you're just like, "Ha ha ha!" Fuck,
he ran the light, huh?
Yeah, yeah, dude. It was absolutely insane.
Oh, bro, that sucks, dude. I fucking had some stinkers. I'll be honest. I think I don't know my worst one, but there was one when I first started comedy, and I was at an open mic, and this woman took my soul. All right, so I'm up there, bro, and it's like a Wednesday, and it's like 6:30 in the afternoon, and it's a really busy establishment. But I don't know if I just didn't have the material or what to just get them, bro. And this girl was like, "Next!" She shouted out, "Next!"
Oh.
And everybody started clapping, and they're like, "Yeah!" And I was like, "She's right." And I just got,
God!
I just left instead of, I didn't have anything for her, I just did it, bro. I just wasn't appealing enough, and like I think about that all the time when I'm like crushing. Next,
just next, yeah. Just like I've been nexted before, like the MTV2 show.
Yeah, that's how
not me because I'm good at jokes, but you know. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. No.
We all bomb everybody.
Yeah. There was one time where, and it's probably the reason why they don't book me at Wiley's that often now. Besides the other book, I really don't get booked there. If we're being honest, like Mike Wells will book me for Sunday Comics, and Travis Charles books me for his offensive show like once a year, but I don't get bookings there. But it's probably because a couple years ago, it was like right after COVID, and like there's a little rust on it, me, or it might have been right before COVID, and maybe it just wasn't good enough. But it was a few years back, and I can't really pinpoint it. But the comic was actually Derek Zoo. You know who that is?
I don't.
I think he's from Tennessee.
Okay,
he's from Tennessee. Wait. So Erica, the manager, she actually asked for me. So she asked the headliner for me because I'd never met him before, and basically vouched for me, which was really nice of her. Did not have to do that, and I was a new comic at the time, so she vouched for me, and I fucking go up, dude, and I eat a fucking bag of dicks, bro. I mean, it's probably the worst set I ever had. It was just could not catch them. Like after my first joke bombed, it was like also I'd never really done a weekend before or anything like that, so it was like the pressure of being there like on a fucking Friday or Saturday night in a room full of people, and it was like a real show, and I was like, they were expecting jokes, and I don't know what happened, dude, but I just fucking bombed really bad. And so like a year later, or maybe this was like 2 years later, Derek Zoo, somebody commented, actually, it's like a really long story, but someone commented Derek Zoo on this post, like tagged his name and my name, and it was like, "What's the worst bomb you ever had?" So I think it was Darrell Beeman who made the post. So someone like tagged it and like tagged me in it, and I saw them on there, and I was like, "Hey man, that was a while ago. I know I was like a piece of shit, but I was like, hopefully I can come and do a guest set for you or something next time you're in town." And he was like, "Oh hell yeah." So 2 months go by, and he comes to town, and I even talked to him on Facebook like a week before, and he okays it. And so I go to the club, and then I talk to him because he's in the green room, and he was like, I was like, hey man, cool if I do a guest set tonight, right? You know, you remember me or whatever? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. Did you clear it with the manager? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. It's not a problem. And then I just didn't ask Erica or anything because literally no one ever asked you to ask the manager. People ask the headliner to do spots all the time and he just does it. So I didn't ask and I just went up on stage and I actually killed. I had a really great set. Well, he complained after. So this fucking asshole Derek Zoo, fucking asshole, complains to Erica, the manager, and guy gets mad that like I didn't talk to her before I did the thing. And then other comics are on the fence with me because I tell lots of people this story. Some people say, hey man, you should have cleared it with her, which is absolutely right. Rules are rules. But there are a ton of comics who don't. They just ask the headliner, hey man, it's your show or whatever. I understand if they were pressed for time, but it was only one show that night.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse for him to be a dick and like try to get me in trouble at my home club basically. And it looked bad on me because he's complaining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So fuck that guy.
I will say the only spot that I have to get permission from the headliner and the manager to do guest sets is Wiley's.
Dude, and that's the thing. Like people do it all the time. And I've always been so nervous about it and I never really done it. But I would ask the other comics, like, how do you guys get guest sets? So like just ask the headliner. So like that's the word. It's just like you listen to the other comics who are doing guest sets.
Yeah.
You know, typically the Erica doesn't even like give me eye contact or anything. Like she just ignores me, bro. And I Facebook messaged her and emailed her trying to get spots there. So it's just one of those things, bro. Like my home club, it's 5 minutes away and like I love doing it, but like I just can't get on.
Yeah.
I can't get on there. So.
Yeah. No, I've only done, I think I did one. I've hosted there once. I've done a bunch of guest sets and closed down Sunday Comics. That was fun.
Yeah, I've closed it out a few times. Yeah, I just get weird about it though because like I said, she never gives me anything.
I love you, Wiley's. So you know,
I love Wiley's too. I love Wiley's too.
Everyone loves Wiley's. It's a fact.
What's crazy about Wiley's right now is all the comics are thinking that, you know, all the people who have been working there for the last 5 or 6 years are thinking since Chappelle bought the building that it's probably gonna be new management.
You think?
Probably, maybe. I mean,
so he bought the building. He didn't buy the business though. That's the thing.
He didn't buy the business, but he just bought he's the landlord.
Yeah. And
also the radio station next door, which we can only assume he's going to maybe put podcast studios in there for himself or whatever. Who knows? Since if they already have the station still on the second floor.
Yeah.
If the equipment's still there. But I don't know. People are suspecting, though, that that's what's going to happen. That's what the other comics are saying. But I'm not involved with the club, so I couldn't say.
I wouldn't. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like.
That's what I'm saying. He's not even that type of person, right?
Well, yeah.
He's a comic.
Also, if I buy a strip club, or not a strip club, a strip mall, that's what I meant to say. If I buy a strip mall, I can't be like, hey, the Applebee's needs a new manager.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I just own a strip mall. I own a building. I don't get to choose who does that. You know what I mean?
What they think is that there's going to be a second club opened. There'll be two, and then he'll probably take over Wiley's and then have another. Because the place is so big, why wouldn't you, right? Yeah. They think it's like that's what people are saying. It's going to be the hottest club in the country, and he's going to renovate the whole thing. And
I thought he was building his own club. Is he not doing that anymore?
Oh, he just bought the building that
Wiley's was in.
Wiley's is in.
Yeah, but he could all just like I get that he's a comic, right? But he could just be doing rich people shit, which is just like buying buildings and getting land. You know what I mean?
No, you're not. You're not
like,
wrong. I don't know what's going on.
What I'm saying was in Yellow Springs. Is he still building that club?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea if they ever even broke ground on that. Yeah. If it was supposed to be in Yellow Springs or not.
It was. I know. A friend of mine was bidding on the contract to build the club.
And then never happened. Did they ever get it? You don't know.
They were announcing who got the contract to build the club, but
someone actually did.
Yeah. They went through like the building process to like sign a contract to build the club in Yellow Springs.
Then it wouldn't make a lot of sense if he's, you know what I mean? If he's gonna, why would he do that to that building in Dayton if he's gonna build another building?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, he's gonna turn it into just like Dave Chappelle's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Also, I love how people are just like, it's gonna be the hottest club in the country. It's like it's still at the end of the day in Dayton. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is, but it could bring, it will bring a lot of business if he starts booking like Bill Burr and John Mulaney, and those guys are starting to come to downtown Dayton, like. You know what I mean? Like more businesses are gonna, people will have to step it up down there, bro. Like the service will have to get better. There'll be, maybe there'll be more businesses.
Yeah.
You can only hope. He bought these apartment buildings behind it too.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like I think I think he's just trying to get more money. You know what I mean? Buying shit up to be a landlord. I think
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's gonna turn into a supervillain. I think that's
Like Lex Luthor. and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I think he's just gonna be like, you know what? Hear me out. What if I just like decide to get angry at everybody instead, and then just
I felt like I got angry a while ago. I like fucking I vented about that fucking situation with Derek Zoo. I never really publicly said anything about it either. Like
well, you have now.
I've talked about it before, like with comics and shit, but it just pissed me off, dude. And like, it's like don't be an asshole, bro. I just want to just preface the fact that I'm not like somebody that normally talks shit about people or anything like that. But I think I was just hurt by the whole situation.
Yeah,
And it's because it's like your home club doesn't pay attention to you, and I'm obviously always promoting them. I'm always still telling people to go to those shows. I share the shit when my friends get booked there. I share the shows. I have thousands of followers. I promote them. I help people. I try to, bro. So it just sucks, you know.
yeah.
I didn't mean to sound like a fucking crazy person ranting. I don't even know how we started talking about it, but we were talking about bombing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's what bombing gets you sometimes.
If you think about it, this all comes back to bombing.
It comes back to bombing, but dude, I crushed when I came back and did that second guest set for him. That's why I don't understand what the whole fuss was. So maybe you can let me know what the fucking fuss was.
Reach out, Derek Zoo.
Reach out, Derek Zoo, and let me know why you were complaining to Erica that I did a guest set for you when you told me months before that I could do it. I'd like to know.
Yeah, like we were like, man, I don't get mad generally, and then like you were talking about it again, then got mad again at the end. Like you're mad again right now.
It's one of those things. And then also, I just want a chance. I want a chance to, because I feel like I know a lot of people around here, and like the last few shows I've done at the Funny Bone, I've done pretty well as far as attendance. So I know I could do that for them too, and I love that place. I would love to promote it and have an opportunity, and that's what makes me mad at the end of the day, is that like I don't get enough. I guess I just don't get enough love in my hometown. I'm an underdog, and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay too,
dude. I feel it.
Yeah,
still haven't gotten a weekend in Columbus at the Funny Bone.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same situation.
Yeah,
but you're not gonna talk shit. I
never fucking would. I haven't gotten a weekend Funny Bone.
I don't have fuck you money or anything. It's not like it's not like I can just say whatever the fuck I want, but I say whatever the fuck I want because I'm a grown adult, and I think that we should be able to speak our mind. So that's why I've talked all this shit tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just like, oof. I got to be liked.
I get it.
Like I got to be liked, so I can't. Talk my shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I care anymore about being liked, bro. I think it matters like what the people think, right? Ultimately, but for so long, I thought that like other comics or bookers, like I thought they mattered. I really did. I was like, I thought that these people, and you have to like kiss ass and fucking, you have to pretend to be somebody that you're not for a lot of these people, for like the politics of it, but. That's not true, bro, because ever since I started doing my own media and like making my own way, bro, the people have been coming. The numbers don't lie, right?
Yeah.
Like the people are watching. Now they're starting to come to the show. So it's like you never really needed those people that you thought you needed in the beginning. All the people who were booking you were just the people who were there at the moment.
I would say there's an easy way and a hard way. And the easy way is to do it being liked. And the hard way is to do it by yourself.
I'm Dwayne Johnson at the end of his career.
Yeah.
Have to drop the people's elbow in the fucking Dayton comedy scene.
Yeah. And you're just like, fuck this. I'll do it myself.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Start producing independent shows. Like I have, and this is the thing, bro. I've had so many people offer me like, hey, should we put up $2,000 and get somebody big here, and then we'll just do an independent show. And I just haven't done it yet, but I think I will. Yeah, because I. If you can't fucking be at the club, then you have to compete with them at some level or another.
Yeah.
That'd
be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I don't know who I would bring. That's the thing. I don't know who to bring.
Yeah. A few $1,000 guarantee for them.
Yeah. You need to at least, 2,500, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe. So you want to make sure that we could recoup and get a big enough venue, but there's comedy scene in Dayton, bro. People come out, ever since the bounce back from COVID, the scene's been pretty solid, even at the mics. You know what I mean? Like there's consistent crowds. So I think I could pull it off. But
yeah, I mean, especially after COVID, I was doing a bunch of shows down here. You guys just like Luke was doing good shit, is doing good shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, he's blowing up on TikTok too.
I know.
It's fucking great. I love seeing that happen for like good. Whenever good people have good things happen for them like that, and they're putting in work, and then you're like, oh wow, they're finally getting the recognition they deserve. It's so beautiful, bro.
Yeah,
such a great thing.
And he's, yeah, like you said, he's just an absolutely fantastic guy.
Yeah.
And he's like figured out the medium as well.
Yeah. It takes a while to get it.
Yeah. And he got it, which is like, here, sorry, I'm going to say this. It's not easy for me to do with somebody in like my early 30s.
Yeah.
And Luke is not in his early 30s.
He's
like,
that, yeah.
but he's still just like picked up TikTok like a motherfucker. It was no problem for him. So that's sick.
Yeah. Hopefully I get on his festival this year, right? It would be at the end of the year or the.
Is he doing Fuse Fest again?
It happened last year, right? I don't know if it happened last year or the beginning of this year. I don't know where it fell on the calendar, but I was going to say, I don't know if it will be early next year or the end of this year again. But.
I think it's the, he did it at the end of the year because I did like a winter show for him. And he
said, it was in the winter, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. At the beginning of the new year, because he said, if he's like, it was a winter show that I did at the Yellow Cab. And, he was telling people all he wanted for Christmas was for them to buy tickets to Fuse Fest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like early January.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Or maybe around Christmas or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to hit him up about that because it was really fun. I went to a few of the shows last year. I just didn't submit. I didn't even know Luke was running it. I just saw an ad and it's like just another festival at the time. You know what I mean? It was like you submit to so many festivals. You just get you get tired of it.
You go blind to him.
Yeah. You know? And you out of the 50 that you fucking put your money into, maybe one hits you back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Yeah. So I just didn't even sign up, but I think this year I'll definitely do that and try to do some sort of collaboration with him. But yeah, man, this has been an interesting podcast. I feel like it was like a therapy session for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk. I'm a hella good listener.
In a weird way. I've been staring into those eyes for almost an hour now. I'm really feeling comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Your spirit is.
I'm soothing.
Your spirit is soothing. I was gonna say that. That's right. Now you're reading my mind. We're getting too close.
Hey, look at that. We've got chemistry.
Well, we do have chemistry, but unfortunately, we have to go because our camera guy has an important lifestyle. Okay, and he can't be here all day just sitting around listening to me talk shit about my bombs. My poor comedy skills.
Yes.
No, but thank you guys for watching this. This is a weird ass fucking episode, but it was still really cool. So make sure you go down to the bottom and subscribe and like this video, and then maybe click one of those other little box things right there, and then you can go and watch one of my vlogs, or you can subscribe to the channel or wherever they're placed strategically. All right, bye.